All right, what's up, YouTube? Here we go. So this is the chassis side four-link bracket that I make. I do make a weld-on style one. I'll cover that later on, or in a different video. This one is for the bolt-on style bracket. So the idea behind this is that this pillar actually welds into the chassis. It sets the distance behind that shoulder bar and the #1 cross member. This is your bottom side, and that's the bottom side notch for your 1 5/8 #1 cross member. Here is a jack position. So your like your oh my gosh, pro jack deal. 2-inch centers on the holes, all 1/2-inch holes right there. I've machined and put pockets all over this thing, getting weight out of it. It's 1020 cold roll mild steel. That's an excellent machining material. Welds fantastic. It's just really, really nice overall material to work with. This is a 16-inch center to center. I like that taller center for moving that shoulder bar in the chassis. Here's the 14-inch one. You can just see that the height is moved right there. I plan on making a 4-inch one or a 12-inch one as well. So that way I'll have 3 different heights there. Moving on to the brackets themselves, I can make these in just regular mild steel plate and or 4130 plate, depends on what you're looking for or what you're after. These holes are not laser cut, they're drilled. So I actually physically drill them on the mill. So just to give you an idea, this is all set up right here. You can see that that looks like that. And so I made this fixture, bolt that, I cut out the perimeter on the plasma, have a hold down bolt, and then come in here and drill all these holes with the mill. It takes about 4 minutes to drill these double rows of holes on both brackets. And the holes are really round, really, really nice. So all my 4-link brackets are built that way. That's just how I build them. I don't like the laser's fine, but you still have that hardened edge. And so that leads you into like if you need to ream the hole or something. These holes don't need to be reamed. They're drilled with a 1/2-inch carbide drill. Like those things fit so nice. So I got gap right there built in for your weld process. Gap right there for the weld process. And then from the center, there is a machined guy right there that makes it so instead you could put a tube in there and just weld that together, but then that sets this gap and could potentially make it hard to get the pieces, to get the heim joints to go up and down. I made that guy 760, and I also made this 760. Well, your rod end is 750, so you got 10 thou built into this thing to make it so it's really easy to move the rod ends inside of it. That to me is key, because if you're going to make some changes, it really is works well for you. So you got, I can do double row holes here, double row holes up here, and then I also have shifted this bracket to where there's more upper holes and less lower holes. Helps with varying ride heights in different situations where you need to move things around. The key component to this is that you're able to change this. Like I can give you this bolt pattern, you can make whatever you want. I'll shamelessly plug send, cut, send again. You take this bolt pattern, I could give you the DXF for this bolt pattern, and you could just make whatever 4-link bracket you want. Like, it's that kind of thing. If you're that type of person, not everybody's going to be into that kind of thing, but there are people out there. So So I took advantage of these bolt holes, made this clevis, so this guy bolts in. So you don't need it. You can just put regular bolts in there, and you can mount the wishbone wherever you want. Or if you want an easy mounting solution for the wishbone, you can put it right there. This does not. I've done this in a bunch of cars. This doesn't interrupt it. And now with the Tube Dragon, I can make the wishbone with that super sharp notch in it and stuff like that. So I can assist with that as well. So I've got all the wishbone parts and all these parts and pieces to complete an entire assembly. So I wanted to get started on this 4-link stuff. Here you go. This is part number 1 or 2 or 5, who knows. I got all kinds of stuff to post on the website, but here's the start of it. So I will be adding more stuff. Thanks for your time. Back and then paint it after the fact, but the chassis is all done. So this has got our 4-link brackets in it. This is trick. This pillar's machined. There's a pillar inside of there that's welded all the way around, and the chassis goes up on the top. It cradles that tube all the way past the tangency. These brackets I can adjust, so I could actually make this bar longer by moving the holes inboard, or I can make this bracket longer and then make the bars shorter. So I can also do the short arm, long arm thing if a guy wanted to. This has got the cool bracketry, or the clevis at the top for the wishbone. There was like a little bit of red theme going on there for a minute, so I had all the parts for this thing done red, and then the car's gray, so the red is probably a little out of place, but whatever. It's part of the program now, so it's staying. It's not going anywhere.